Loving the profile, dude.
Get him, puppy.
Calls himself Mr. Space, but doesn't know a thing about it. Big bang boom, 100 billion suns fuse. Astronomically, you can't even fathom how huge. Rise in the cosmic noon, I'm the phoenix of doom. Bending space to the shape of a U.
Did you love G.O.D. cause your boss gave me a nosebleed? The LV family tree, cause fella seems to me just pick your theme and focus. Use all your energy, cause I don't know if you're a big sun or a firebird. Pass the water,
Let me
please.
enlighten, I'm an ultra-massive titan, a space-time tyrant, a gravitational violence, ripping you apart in my event horizon, a siphon to make me more giant.
Ah, now you're saying you're a black hole, but space is so cold, makes time fold, horizons close. What's on the nose? Bit of white powder, eh? Maybe next time you think of something good to say. Alrighty. Let's hit a stop there. Two very different styles here. One
very different.
One gone full into the space theme, whereas the other kind of dipping their toes in.
I liked all the
I like
imagery
how
and energies versus.
Mr. Space had a pretty nice name flip with the NRG, but like the fact that he said just pick a theme and focus when literally NRG stayed on the exact same theme the whole two verses.
Yeah. Didn't make a lot of sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did find NRG though was very rhyme zoney, if that makes sense. Like not as direct as he could be, but the theme is cool for sure.
It was a good
rhyme
idea.
It was
zone?
cool.
I love the intro, Big Bang Boom, I'm 100 billion suns fused. Like that's really
Yeah,
cool.
that's fucking cool.
I
man.
think if there were a few more words in there, because what I felt is like you were trying to make
says billion.
Yeah, real stretchy. Like got
Yeah,
real stretchy.
yeah, I
Could've
feel
probably
you, I
used
feel
an
you.
extra
100
syllable or two.
billion suns fused.
yeah, I hear it, but like suns fused, fathom how huge, right? It feels like if there was like a little bit more, at least before the 100 billion, you might have got that suns fused with, you know, fathom how huge to like get on that final beat a little bit nicer, maybe.
I don't know. It sounds like it feels like some kind of like old school, you know, like Run DMC kind of flow.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, right.
I'm 100 billion suns fused.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
reckon there was just some better word choice to be made there, and
Yeah.
I think the third line
I
was just
definitely-
a touch over.
No,
I
like
definitely get what you're saying, Puppy.
Well,
I do get what you're saying.
yeah, because it's like there's a like, and again, I think great word choices here, and you really like. I don't want it to sound like I'm like dumping on you, because I love the word choices. Like you're really trying to play with like you're sticking on a theme, which is ironic because you said you weren't, but you were, and you're using some really interesting word choices. But it's like Big Bang Boom, 100 billion. Like you hang on syllables to like almost fill the space.
I don't even think. But I think he should have full committed.
Or 100? That's what I'm going to say,
I'm
It was 100 billion suns fused.
even
if he
that
just left out the 100, it would have even been better.
Yeah.
Like just full commit to the slow, like
Billion
Big Bang
suns
Boom.
fused.
I'm a billion suns fused. Big
Oh, it's a
Bang
little
Boom,
Wayne
I'm a
flow,
billion
really.
suns fused. That's
Or you could have just said
phenomenally
like a little-
cool. Fathom how huge.
Yeah.
I think
Millionaire, young.
that bar's cool, like dope visually. I just don't know about astronomically. You can't fathom how huge.
Yeah,
like
I don't.
That's a bit
I don't think
for a
that
second
fits.
bar.
bit-
Yeah.
Man, I would
You
have
can't
loved to
fathom
see.
how
Also, it's a bit
I like that.
Yodery, right? Like you want to say you can't even fathom how astronomically huge. Like that's correct English, but
Yeah, true.
he's
Yeah.
like had to rearrange the sentence to make it like end on fathom how huge.
Yeah.
But poetic license and all, I still think it's a pretty like
It's a
pretty
dope.
cool
It's a
verse.
it sounds dope. I love the word
I
choices.
love the imagery of the first bar. I do love
Rise
that.
in
Yeah.
the cosmic noon as well. I'm the phoenix of doom. Bend in space to the shape of a U. Lose.
Is
And, like,
space in a U shape? Is that something I don't know?
that's
See, his
a
story.
black hole thing, right? So
Yeah.
100 billion suns fused creates a black hole, and a black hole or a wormhole, like theoretically, the way they quote unquote would like talk about traveling through a black hole is like if you had a
It's a U
piece
shape.
of paper and you folded it in half, and like if you wanted to
Oh,
go
yeah,
from point
yeah.
here to point
Yeah, yeah.
here,
And you put the pencil
fold
through
it in
it,
half
yeah.
and go right through. Yeah. So I think that's default, bend in space to the shape. That's like really digging into it, but I kind of see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
No, I
Jane
fully
Foster-
agree with
Jane
that.
Foster.
I got that as he was rapping it. Honestly,
Yep.
I think that works.
I think I was concise enough.
I actually think it's a good. I think it's a good finisher
Yep.
as well. I think he's done well. Honestly.
Yeah, I do too. I do
I
too.
would have loved to see energy, like drop an energy line in his last one,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
decipher
yeah.
know your energy to make me more giant or something like that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't
Just
like
like
how
really
Mr.
play off his own name.
I didn't like how Mr. Space went over the bar with "Pass the water, please." For his
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah.
That
It was
felt- didn't
so
feel nice.
far.
Yeah, it was maybe I was meant to go all the way through, just pick a theme and focus, use your energy, because because even then you gotta like go really fast.
It
Just a
needed
bit
to
too
be
many
like,
words.
can't tell if you're a big sun or a firebird, pass the water please, or maybe something like that.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of
It's interesting.
loose words at the start that don't really
It's
need to be
interesting because Mr. Space is like he is interacting more with what NRG is saying than NRG is interacting with what Mr. Space is saying, which usually is a good thing. But here it just makes him feel on the back foot, and then he says and then he uses a whole line to say pick a theme and focus when he
He's
literally
on the whole thing
on-
the whole time.
Yeah.
Mm.
If he had better punches, I think he could have won it, Spacey. Like the first verse, pass the water, please, Firebird, bit of a letdown. And then maybe next time you think of something good to say, bit generic as well, you know, the classic rap battle line.
Yeah, is
There's no real heavy punches for me.
dismissive, but not really doing anything with a dismissive energy.
Exactly. That's a really good way of putting it, actually.
Yeah.
He's like being dismissive, but he doesn't have the bars to back it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I do like the I don't know, something about space is all cold, makes time fold, feels nice to me. I don't know about Horizon's close bit.
Space is all cold, makes time fold,
Yeah,
horizons
but you're an
close.
astrophysicist, so that would sound nice to you.
All right.
I'm
He's a
loving
rap-
this whole
a rap
battle, right?
pro.
I'm zipping myself as much as I can.
So who are you feeling's got the W here? Like, take it into consideration the bars.
Energy.
Gonna give it to energy?
For me,
And
For me, it's
NRG, yeah.
And
for me, it's the
energy.
rap pro lyricist, the astrophysicist. Love energy.
I love it, dude. I love
It's
it. All right.
interesting. The flow he picked on the second NRG, that is, the flow he picked on the second is not how I would have flown it either. Like, as I read it, it looks like it flows so well. But he kind of like, if I remember correctly, I feel like he did like the whole thing on the like behind the bar and
A
then
little
caught
bit.
up right at the end.
Mm.
And so I don't know how I feel because like reading those first two bars, they look like they flow so good.
Let me enlighten. I'm an ultra
I'm an
massive
ultra
titan.
massive titan,
Yeah.
a space-time tyrant, and gravitational violence. Like it just sounds like it
Yeah.
reads really well. And
Yep.
then I don't know if I fully love the way he chose to do it, but again, like I said before, he was like on some old school shit when he came up with his flow, which I gotta respect.
Yeah, 100%.
But
And it
I
all
think he
comes
takes
with
the win,
practice,
sure.
you know? Like,
Yeah,
you know, you hear, and this is why this advice is great, especially from all you guys who definitely know what you're doing. You know, finding a way to make that flow. Don't feel like you need to like be stiff with it. You know, you can be when you've got the whole benefit of having a gappy verse is that you can really just kind of flow with it, right? Put on like find the beat of like find the BPM of the beat. Put on a like a metronome and just like see how you can fit it in there. Don't stick to one way. Put it a couple ways. Let me enlighten.
Can I add to
I'm
what
an ultra massive titan, a space-time tyrant of gravitational violence. You know?
Can I add on to what you guys are saying there, Eli and Puppy?
Yep.
Is that I think that's definitely the coolest sounding bars in the battle. Let me enlighten. You know, if you put that as your third and fourth, even though it might not be the typical punchline, it's definitely the coolest sounding bar. And then another tip is that the syllables, the energy, it slows down. So it starts with like more packed, less gappy on the 1 and 2, and then finishes softer. I think if you increase that tempo and the energy, it's also better. So I think if you switch the 1, 2 with the 3, 4 there, it would have been
I agree,
like
yeah.
perfect,
I'm ripping you
perfect
apart
verse.
in my event horizon.
Or better.
Decipher to make me more giant. Let me enlighten. I'm an ultra massive titan, a space-time tyrant of gravitational violence.
Boom, drop
sounds-
mics. You know?
That sounds much better. I can see why he didn't do that because it doesn't follow the same narrative line if you swap the bars. But like you said, sometimes you have to like not care so much about that and just care about what sounds cooler. And what you just did sounded way fucking cooler.
Yeah. His second line is easily like the best line out of
A
everything,
space-time
so you
tyrant
put
of
that-
gravitational violence is sick.
Yeah.
It's a very
awesome
cool
bar.
sounding bar. Yeah, 100%. All right, let's go to the judging and see where it goes. Yep.
GG.
Good work. Huge.
GG.
GG's.
Oh, so
Bees, dude. Isn't that a bomber?
Let's get it. You pass the esky up, we taking space and aiming high. Wasted while we wayward wild and scraping by the vacant tiles. The party started and their house just wasn't big enough. So sit with us, the crew's on deck, the session set to rip it up. Ain't sinister, just sinister. The room below us is too hot. Second story finished with 2 blocks to a new plot.